What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It's your man Theo Butler and everything like that. Y'all doing all right? It's Wednesday, ain't it? I know. Y'all like Theo. This it's early. You ain't even announced you was. I didn't. I did. I got a little time to kill and everything like that, trying to be aggressive with the YouTube analytics and everything like that. So I figure, hey, come on over here and jump on off. And I try and be that person, working on my demeanor and everything. So I try and respond. Some comments are worth personal videos and everything like that. Some of them are. Damn, okay, all right. More than enough of them are. But sometimes you can't get across what you want to in just because you're working with limited space. So I figured, hey, let me come on over here, jump on in here, make it do what it do. Theo, what you doing right now? I'm just trying to see if I'm live. I see that I'm live and everything like that. And so this is just me responding to, because I appreciate people rocking with me and everything like that. That's just me because I get it. I did a video earlier today. What's going on, Ramaphosa? What's going on? Grand Madam Tara, lovely Grand Madam Tara. So y'all making it do the way you do the things you do, the way you do. The Orphan King has arrived. So, it's just me making it do what it do. I posted an earlier video today. Well, no, yesterday. Black Panther facts. Y'all talking about the militia and everything. What's going on, Big Ronnie? What's going on, Shooter? What's going on? I put that out there and everything because I want to make sure we get Black Panther facts out there. You know what I'm saying? We don't really get it like that. We ain't really got an ongoing monthly. We don't. What's going on? I tell them. So I figured every day looking at YouTube analytics, Chat GPT, just put some Black Panther knowledge out there. If you got to do it. So yesterday I dropped some Black Panther knowledge. Those of y'all that's been rocking with me and Daryl, y'all probably have already heard that on either our Friday night vibe and everything like that. So I dropped that. And no shade. This ain't me throwing no shade and everything. Somebody, you got the notification? Thank you, YouTube. Good look at YouTube. YouTube making it do what it do. We get notifications. Okay, YouTube. I appreciate you. Good looking. So, brother, I put the video out there. 5 militia groups. They say Disney plus Eyes of Wakanda. It's kind of really hard to gather what they meant when they just put that in there and everything like that. But I was thinking like, I'm making an assumption and I could have been wrong. I could have been wrong, right? That they're trying to say what I gave us was already provided to us by, like, I need to go to Disney Plus and watch Eyes of Wakanda. Well, there's nothing that I can learn as a comic book fan from Disney Plus. There's nothing I can learn as a Black Panther comic book fan from Disney Plus. The comic books precede the movie, the live action. I don't know what we got going on. And when I say we, I don't know why we finna act like there's quite a few of us want to act like it's different when it comes to T'Challa. No, T'Challa wasn't on live action first. He was in the comics first, all the way back to 1966. That's what that was. Just like Bruce and Clark go all the way back to the 40s and 30s, T'Challa go all the way. He's not a recent phenomenon. If you feeling like it's a feeling. Feelings aren't facts. They're just feelings. Okay. Well, y'all know I'm long-winded. So I go on to let it be known, hey, I'm comic books. I'm comic books. Now, what I also don't understand is when somebody say Black Panther, they're comic books, as in their focus, their origin, their entrance, their introduction, familiarity with the character is the comic books, as in that's where they're placing their precedent. I don't understand the wanting to go back to the movie. As in the movie, it's almost like we want to say the movie should supersede the comics. Why? Because you don't want to read them. Like that's the only thing I can add. Why? Because there's nothing in the movie that's even comparable to the comics. It's not. When I sit there and I ask somebody, present them Black Panther stuff, they can have watched both movies. If I tell them T'Challa's origin story, tell them about Hunter, tell them about Sion, tell them who really deleted T'Challa's father, mention that Queen Mother Ramunda should still be alive, and the role that Sion plays in her still being alive. I've not spoken to anybody yet that their familiarity is only with the movies. No one has ever said to me they prefer what they got in the movies. They all say the same thing. Why we didn't get that story? Why we didn't get that story? That's what everybody keep asking. Well, you know what? You got to ask somebody else why you didn't get that story. But you know what? It's awfully telling that you not being familiar with that story. That tell you everything you need to know about everybody keeps saying they're a Black Panther fan, regardless of whether they're a celebrity, regardless of whether they're a politician, or whether they're the person you just hang kicking the bobo with. That tell you everything you need to know. There's nobody ever choosing the film version over the comic book version once you explain it to them. Because honestly, if they like Bruce's story, T'Challa's origin story is way too similar to Bruce's, except T'Challa gets on-site retribution. T'Challa get on-site retribution. And based on our culture, see where I'm going with this? Based on our culture, T'Challa, watch where I go with this one. Our culture. See, this is how I know it's more than enough of us telling on ourselves. And I'm gonna come back and get these notes. In our culture, and mind you, this is the Reginald Hutton retcon. You mean to tell me I got a European wanting to steal from my father, gonna pull out a pew pew in front of my father's family and delete my father? Watch this story resonating. I don't even want us acting like that. Because I'm sitting here thinking right now, how many of us throughout history watched our fathers being deleted right in front of us by somebody that looked like Claw? That's why that story resonates like that. Well, you didn't get that. You didn't get the son damn near deleting the European male. You didn't get that. And if I mention that to anybody that loves to say this, I'm black and I'm proud, what you mean I didn't get that story? Then if you talking to a sister or queen, a black woman who has value within her, if you say to her, Queen Mother Ramunda should still be alive, Sion jumped in front of a pew pew from Dr. Doom, his henchman. The sister is sitting up there like, so wait, so the Queen Mother should still be alive? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There's nobody that prefers, except sleep people. Folks gonna feel offended. You sleep. Black Panther, the first movie, Black Panther, the second movie, were full of so many racial stereotypes. If you didn't see them, the only way you didn't see them was if you were asleep. That's it. So the best way I can say it is this. I like Throw That D by Luke Skywalker. Back in the day, that wasn't a nice song. There was nothing redeeming. There was nothing socially redeeming about that song, and I knew it as a kid. See how I said that? Listen up, y'all, cause this is it. Forget that old dance and throw that. I like that song, but I knew there was nothing right about that song. So you can like something and still be able to say, "Oh yeah, that's wrong." That's wrong. Yeah, that's dead wrong. I even bought the sequel. Throw that P. Still wrong. Still wrong. As a matter of fact, I ain't even had no business listening to music like that back in the day as a kid. I did. I'm telling you, I was wrong. Remember Orange O's? Let me keep up with these notes. I'm gonna see what we got going on here. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Sure, okay, we here. It's been a while. Yeah. What's going on, Big Ronnie? Grand Madam Tara, the lovely Grand Madam Tara. She has a live yesterday. Y'all make sure y'all pull up. Y'all support that. Got my notification. Also, King Kev Ujama Podcast had a live early this week. What's going on? Roma Fall said, y'all got y'all notifications. I'm glad because, boy, look here. I've been trying to do these things right so the YouTube algorithms make it do what it's going to do. They tried to tell you to go to Disney for Black. That be my thing. I'm like, and then this. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not. I got these gray hairs for a reason. I do. God willing, everything work out fine. I'm gonna turn 58 next year. That's what that is. And reading has never been a problem for me. As a matter of fact, I've always read on a higher level than what folks thought. Spelling and everything, word comprehension, yeah, that's what that is. That's why I didn't understand what folks was talking about when they said they wasn't recasting cause of icon. Just rational thinking. We know in way too many ways that the comic books precede animation, live action. We want to make it something else with Black Panther fans in ways we would never do with another fan base. And I don't want to say that's irritating, but it's laughable at this point in time. Because you're going to say stuff to a Black Panther fan you would never say to anybody else. You're not going to talk to me about the Justice League cartoon in regards to the Justice League. You're not going, if I say I'm a Green Arrow fan and I know Green Arrow lore, you're not going to point me to the CW. You're not. I hope not, knowing damn good and well that's Batman's story. you just not, it's just certain things you just not gonna do. Cause you know that with Black Panther fans, it's way too many folks buying into the fact that just because this character to them showed up on their radar in 2018, they're of the mindset this character wasn't on anybody's radar prior to 2018. That's a lie. There's nothing, and I mean this with the utmost respect. In regards to the character Black Panther, and I'm not the only one that can say this. I'm not. There's nothing Ryan Coogler can teach me. Tell me. I'm not the only one that can make that statement. There's nothing he can teach nor tell me about Black Panther. Not that because I know everything. It's just he's doing his own damn thing. He ain't even learning the lore. He creating his, which is easier to do based on how Marvel moves. It's easier for you to tell your own story, create your own thing with the character, as opposed to researching what somebody else did. But you never go. Peter Parker is Peter Parker. I don't know who Mary Jane is, and I don't know who Ned is, but that's Peter. You got Tony. You got Steve. You got Thor. And every Steve Rogers fans knows that was Steve Rogers. Every Tony Stark fan knows that's Tony Stark. Every Spider-Man fan, Peter Parker fan said, okay, well, that's Peter. I don't know who Mary Jane is. That definitely ain't Aunt May. I don't know who that is. That ain't never been Aunt May. That's what those fan bases are saying. And they would be seen as credible. If a Black Panther fan says that was close to T'Challa, but that wasn't him. Oh man, y'all hating on Ryan. No, fuck, I'm not. No, I just know what I just know that really wasn't it was close. But that and the closest version we got of T'Challa wasn't in Black Panther. It was in Civil War. So I don't keep up with these notes a little bit more than we gonna get on up out of here. I see 7 folks in. If y'all have not hit that smash button, smash that like button real quick. Theo be making a lot of people in that feeling for no reason where he's not here to troll up. Wow, bitch, yo, bitch. I just if you know they got bat shark spray, that's all I'll be like. You know that they got Batman got shark spray repellent. Okay, well that's a Batman fact. I don't think somebody gonna hey no it's right there. I saw that. He got it. Okay. Well, you ain't gonna be like, man, no. Okay, well, same thing here. I'm just giving Black Panther facts. What the hell? If you don't know the difference, the basic difference between the Hatu Zaraze and the Dora Milaje, as in Nakia could be both, no, you should never quote the MCU to me. The MCU, Ryan Coogler, Nate Moore, Kevin Feige. No. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I'm just no. I'm the dude that go back with Batman, and if I wouldn't tolerate it with Batman, I'm not gonna tolerate it with Black Panther. If I ain't gonna accept it for Bruce, and I wouldn't, then we just need to know I'm not going to accept it for T'Challa. Like that's what that is. That's what I believe in, equal energy. That's exactly what that is. If I'm not going to accept it for Bruce, I'm not going to accept it for T'Challa. And if you wouldn't tolerate it with Bruce, then I don't know why you over here accepting that nonsense with T'Challa. That's what that is. If folks, hey there, Mr. Priest. If folks like to say that T'Challa is the Black Bruce Wayne, okay, well, damn it, let's go. Don't treat him no damn differently then. If that's the Black Bruce Wayne, damn it, that's the Black Bruce Wayne. That's how I feel about it. The movie take from the comics then gave it a loose and I don't know why they be doing that, and I don't be wanting to do the back and forth. I just want T'Challa, and I think we all do want T'Challa to get the respect that other comic book characters, see what I just said, other comic book characters get. You're telling me off the rip you don't respect him like that by quoting a movie that just came out. That movie ain't even 10 years old. That movie ain't even 10 years old, but how old is the character? So when you as a now see this when I'm probably going to offend people. When you as a self-respecting comic book fan and or blurred, because that's a Black superhero, right? African American superhero. When you go above and beyond to promote the flawed, because it's flawed, the flawed storytelling about the number one Black character in comics, when you go above and beyond to support and encourage the flawed representation of that character, I sit back and I be like this. What's your motivation? Because one of the things that folks kept saying is that, and it's still pertinent to this day, Black folks don't read. You want to hide something from a Black person, Put it in a dollar. Okay, the number one black character in superhero comic books. It's way too many black folks quoting the movie, which is a misrepresentation of the characters in the comic, of the character in the comic. Shouldn't be doing that, because that stereotype, that lie that was put out there in the 60s before I was born, that means in 2025 is still relevant. You telling me about the eyes of Wakanda, or anybody about the eyes of Wakanda, when this book came out before the eyes of Wakanda, and he didn't read it. There's nothing in this book written by a woman that's in the MCU. And this is research material. He didn't read it. And when I say research material, you can read this book and go back and find her stuff that she researched in the comic books. You can't do that with him. 280 something pages. The woman, the queen, Karama Horn, put work in that the writer, director couldn't be bothered to do. That means she researched. She didn't make up her own thing. You know, it's easier to create your own thing than it is to research. The characters he created. Let me say that one more time. The characters that he created are new as of 2025, new as of 2024. There's no Black Panther lore to them. Why not? Whose story is he telling? Is he telling T'Challa's story, or is he telling his own story? Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Whose story is Ryan telling? Is he telling his own story, or is he telling T'Challa's story? I ain't asking, I'm just asking. See, I knew people fell for that BS. Yeah. The comics had the best storyline. They do. This is why the general audience don't matter. They will consume or take anything they see in the MCU as facts. So why not focus on the comic books as your target audience? Well, as somebody said during the interview, I could say something, but you would probably think it's conspiratorial, wouldn't you? That video from Urban Faith has aged well. It's still relevant. Yeah, I could probably get into it, but it's probably going to sound conspiratorial. Here we go. Fan is being used too loosely. It is. Theo, you are re-traumatized me with Ramona found face down in the water after saying MCU bastardized version of Riri. Even we saw Ramona save. You know what? That never gets mentioned when folks mention recast T'Challa. We're so insensitive when it comes to Chadwick Boseman. No, we're not. That's always been a big lie. But nobody ever mentions the fact that we also salty about Ramona being deleted. Which goes further to show you that this ain't got nothing to do with the comics, because Ramona is a shout out to Artman Customs. Shout out to the Rock With Me Nation. To the MCU. You can do whatever you want to do with Queen Mother Ramunda. She's alive and well at the house. We got that representation right here at the house. Wife walk in, Queen Mother Ramunda. Daughters walk in, Queen Mother Ramunda. Hell, the daughters, the women walk in the room. They got so much of them in this room. The sisters, the queens, and everything like that. The princesses, they got so much of them in this room. It's lovely. They ain't being deleted just so they could win an award, you know, so I could say somebody won an award from a movie that I produced. No. You know, we gonna represent you. We gonna represent you. We gonna represent you. We keep going here. Not telling MCU. I'm not saying nothing. They say when you know better, you do better. Well, if you got better stories, you do. You got better stories in the comics. I don't know why we quoting the MCU. I'm still trying to figure out who the hell is in Joe Boo. Ain't nobody told me nothing yet. I'm still, by the way, I think Sion was shot in the back of the head by Doom, then jumping to get a bullet, if my memory is correct. I gotta go back. I know he definitely took one in the chest, though. That was aimed for Queen Mother. Dang, those guns looking nice still. You been working out. I mean, so shout out to my boy Kevin KG Green. He has a hair care product. And I'm gonna start doing videos, commercials for the hair care product. I don't think he needs me, but he gave it to me, so I want to do what I can do. We both got locks and everything like that, and so I'm gonna start doing videos where I'm, promoting his stuff. But we got to make sure the upper torso look right, right? Because when we in the mirror in the bathroom, doing our hair stuff, everything got to be right. The haircut got to be right. The face grooming got to be right and everything. And so we want the pectoral muscles to look right. We want the abdominal muscles to look right. So we working. Appreciate you, man. You noticing? Yeah, we're trying to take off and everything like that right there. So yeah, appreciate you. Good looking. We working. We working. Let's see here. I would quite frankly, that out of any adaptation of the child, the MCU is the first. You ready? I would much rather. I got better representation of Black Panther in Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And that's not a one-for-one adaptation. It ain't. We know that as Black Panther fans. M'Baku is the reason that T'Chaka perishes in that animation. Claw is there though. That's not a one-for-one. It ain't. And we know that. Reginald Hutler's version on BET. That's nice. That was nice. That was a nice. Wasn't one for one, but it was nice. Yeah. Y'all want to get the knowledge of that's it. Black Panther in 20. I don't know what that we're doing. You know what? Let me see here. Joe Jane, yeah, it's released for 2028. Just me being a critical thinker. Because I said I'm a Batman fan, right? And I believe every Batman film I watched, Bruce been in it. Bruce been in it. Selena done been in a few. Yeah, I ain't got Selena. I ain't never not got a Selena. Regardless of whether Selena was ethnically changed, I done already got a Selena. I done got Alfred. I done got me a Commissioner Gordon. And I keeps me a Commissioner Gordon. We could be doing animation. We might change his ethnicity, but I'm gonna keep me. I got Commissioner Gordon. I got Commissioner Gordon over in the Absolute Universe. I got Alfred over there in the Absolute Universe. It's certain stuff that I done just got used to as a comic book fan. Even with Wesley Shipp back in the day. Wesley Shipp. I'm in the Marine Corps. I got Barry Allen. I got the Speed Force. I got some gold boots and everything like that. I got that. I got, so I'm looking at me, even Green Arrow fans. Green Arrow fans, we accepted, see what I said? We accepted what we got on the CW, but every Green Arrow fan knew that wasn't Oliver's story. They're like, okay, here you go. You gonna give us Bruce's story? Okay, I guess you're saying Oliver's stories ain't that interesting. You know what? You might be right. We'll go ahead with it. So I don't know how folks feel, and I think that's the thing that bothers me, is folks feel like for this particular character, an exception to the rules should be made. Your expectations as a fan base shouldn't be there. Your knowledge of the character shouldn't be there. Folks will tell you the character is recent, but the same things that they know that it took to make another character pop, they will act like, even though they know T'Challa ain't getting it, it's the character's fault. Or like you're either A, immature, or B, you don't know what you're talking about. No, that ain't what that is. I've been reading folks that came around before T'Challa. Sorry. So let me keep up with these notes. The only person T'Challa didn't save was another African man. Every European character was saved from his wrath. Think about that. I can't even. I go back to it. Who saved Wakanda? Who saved the world? It wasn't T'Challa. It was Everett Ross. If folks don't like to say that, folks be like, oh man, they like to look the other way. No. Who saved the world in Captain America's movie? It was Steve. Who saved the world in the Iron Man movie? Tony. Now, Tony and Steve may have had help, but it was them primarily. Okay, well, he didn't save the world in his first movie, and he wasn't around to do nothing in the second movie. Crazy, because Thunderbolt Ross wasn't around either, but still managed to show up in a movie, or at least the actor did. Imagine that. When is the last BP3? When is the last BP3 BS coming out? It's been years, like going 5 now. Should a sequel be getting that much of a weight? I don't know. I'm currently working on my fan fiction. Like, I get his don't come out till 2028, but we got Black Panther Blade blood feud going on right now. That's what we got. Blade, we putting out right now. Black Panther Blade blood feud. So we ain't waiting on nothing over here on the Rock With Me Nation. We got the Black Panther story coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Probably February. Too much time spent to end up. Yeah. We didn't even got a flashback on how Claw know about vibranium, though his father running up on Wakanda and taking a dirt nap. Well, I would almost be of the mindset to say that there are no such thing as absolutes, right? Right. So someone inside of Wakanda probably would have been leaking outside of Wakanda that they had vibranium. Here we go. And if you think that's not possible, yes, it is. Do we not have neo-Nazis running around in America? Which I don't get. I don't understand that, because I'm like, that's Germany. That's a whole other. You shouldn't even be here. You're supposed to be over there doing that. Like, but never mind. Let's see. So what's going on, Jermaine? What's going on? Jermaine Knowles in the building. Setting aside the comic, Civil War came out in 2016. It did. Avengers EMH Earth's Mightiest Heroes launched in 2010. It did. Motion comic came out in 2010. It did. Marvel Ultimate Alliance in 2006. But Black Panther was a nobody. Folks will say that, and you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, the black character with the most action figures is T'Challa. Folks, it made me laugh when folks said it's just a mantle. Okay, well, who else you got as a Black Panther? That's an action figure. Because it's ain't but two of them, shorty. One from the MCU, one from the comic books. The rest of them action figures T'Challa. I want to say, I think we got a Richard Grayson Batman action figure, and I want to say we got a Commissioner Gordon Batman action figure. Those characters have both been Batman. We ain't got nobody else being no, because we got Batgirl, and so Batgirl would be equivalent to Shooty as Black Panther, but we ain't got nobody else being Black Panther. We say pre-planned by Theo. T'Challa should get the same respect as other characters. I would say that as other A-list characters. I would say that they never try to gaslight Batman fans that Damian Bruce Wayne. You're absolutely right. And I believe that to be this is uncomfortable. This is an uncomfortable part that people don't like to do. I remember going to a job interview, Dick's Sporting Goods. I want to say about maybe 15, 20 years ago. So I got to be in like what, my late 30s, early 40s. The manager, you never forget stuff like this. You never forget a great instant moment in your life, nor a disappointing moment in your life. Like those things stick out for reasons. The woman was from Alabama, Auburn Tiger fan, European. She interviews me and says to me, which is a running joke. Mind you, sitting up saying, you don't know that you just, that's a running joke, lady. You ain't never heard it. During the midst of the interview, she says, "My, you're awfully articulate." I didn't say nothing. But what should I be? What was she expecting from a man that was in his late 30s or early 40s? How should I speak? Well, I say that to say this. The stigma that's out there regarding our knowledge, the significance of our characters, how we feel about our representation, that stigma still exists. And some of it actually comes from us. We don't believe there are those of us that are just as knowledgeable when it comes to comic book characters as everybody else. There are those of us that actually believe that. There are those of us that actually believe, feel, for whatever reason, it's inherent, and we're here in America, it's inherent inside of us that T'Challa is inferior to other characters in ways you can't even explain, but you gonna say it. No, he ain't them. You got to be woke to want to have that conversation. You got to be woke to even want to sit back and do some self-analyzation. Everybody not gonna do that. Let's see here. Grand Madam says, how can T'Challa be compared to Bruce Wayne? T has more, yeah, he does, and a nation to run. B has a corporation and a war. You know what, Grand Madam? You're absolutely right. But what we did was we used Bruce Wayne as the closest reference to T'Challa. I'm gonna say that because I still do it because folks can't process the fact that he got more money than Bruce, right? So I should be comparing Bruce to him, but no, I got to compare him to Bruce for people to lock in. He got more money. Yeah, you're not wrong, Grand Madam. You're not wrong at all. What's the red Black Panther book you're holding? This is Protectors of Wakanda, written by the lovely Karama Horn. I suggest you get it. I advise you to get it. Just like Cheryl Lynn Eaton, the Queen researched. The Queen researched. See, that's what I love right there. The Queen researched. She didn't, I'm gonna go tell my own story that don't make no damn sense because I ain't read nothing. Oh no. If I didn't know any better, and I don't, ladies, we would love to be able to, me, myself, and my brother Daryl would love to be able to sit down with y'all, Karama Horn, Cheryl Lynn Eaton, and yes, Dr. Eve Ewing, and yes, what's I don't want to forget her name. Lord Hammer, Roxanne Gay. Love to sit down. Those sisters study. Now that bothers me to a degree. Because I'm like, it ain't even on too many occasions. The women that have written Black Panther have shown me consistently that they have read and researched this character in ways we as African American men haven't. The women that have written Black Panther characters have consistently shown more respect for all Black Panther characters involved than we as African American men. I'm so disappointed in that. I don't know what to do. The fact that I know a sister walked away from the Black Panther movie IP because of creative differences. I would love to interview her and ask her what her plan was. I would. I'm so disappointed. I don't know what to do. I'm so disappointed. I don't know what to do. Every time an African American male offers up an excuse for the misrepresentation of this character, that disappointment just grows. Because I can't even explain it. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But with me not being able to explain it, our mindset in regards to T'Challa explains a lot. See what I just said? It explains a lot. Let me keep going here. Is that a novel or a comic book? It's not a comic book. I would say that it's a training manual. That's exactly what she calls it. You going to the where you going, baby? To the store? Huh?
I guess so. Somebody just pulled up on me.
Who?
Don and the kids. Just pulled up on me.
Okay. Y'all pray for us.
Love you.
Love you too. So it's
Hey, I'm good.
I know. I'm just praying for the house. I'm joking. I'm laughing. I see everything. No, you good. You good. Go ahead, baby.
But we here.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. You got the cars and everything. I might walk to the store. You go.
I know I got the cars for what? Where you walking to?
Okay. All right.
What you need?
A green and a leaf.
All right.
Matter of fact,
black.
111.
You don't black though.
Yeah.
Not green.
Yeah. So no, this is actually a hit. It's a manual. Huh?
I need to put her in your real one.
And it reads like a manual.
Boy, that dog in here.
That's what I'm saying. It's a training manual and it reads like that. Me calling it a comic book, understanding your question, I'm sure a novel or a comic book, I would be doing Miss Horn so much wrong. Injustice, I ain't even gonna do that. And if I'm not mistaken, here we go. My mentor, my elder, Mr. Ray Smith, is pulled up in the building. Protectors of Wakanda. Yes, that's the book. What's going on? We got the kids in the house and everything like that. Let me see here. Grand Madam Tara pulled up. Miss May Kent, the head door herself, is in the building. Listen, y'all know I ain't here for a long time.
They told me the kids had to come and tell Uncle Theo, hey.
What's going on? The kids in the building. Y'all rock with me, nation. Y'all let the kids. Well.
Hey guys.
Hello.
There we go. It's all fair. You see how we do that? They walk in the room and it's a whole bunch of chocolate in the room. See that?
Hey,
You see how significant that is? The children, because you never know when the children coming into the room. Children come into the room, look all over the room, and don't do nothing but seeing them. These are the reasons for what he do. Ryan Coogler is telling his own story. But anyway, the lovely Miss May Kent, the head door herself, pulled up. Yeah, he's telling his own story. It gives you the complete backstory and breakdown on what the door's training gear. He's absolutely right. Assured he's absolutely. Theo go all over the past Panthers and break down. Yeah. That's how you get that knowledge out there. What did somebody say? The quickest way to kill somebody's story is stop telling it. We ain't do that over here. And we ain't telling my version of it. I'm not inserting myself into T'Challa's story. No, T'Challa got his own story to tell. I can tell my own. Let's see here. So yeah, I would advise getting it. It's a great read. Good afternoon. Yeah, Mr. Ray Smith is greeting everybody. Now tell him, says, if you're a Black Panther fan, I would get it ASAP while everything is on holiday sale. This book is a Wakandan Bible. She read Jack Kirby. As in Karama Horn. She read Don McGregor. She did. She did. She read Christopher Priest. She read that 4-issue series. She did. She didn't miss nothing. I'm of the mindset while she was reading, she was jotting down some notes. She ain't missing nothing. No. And that right there, I appreciate it. You know what? I don't want to say I'm a history buff, but I do love me some history. You learn not to do certain stuff, like trying to invade Haiti by reading history. Let's see here. Ronnie says, I just seen a fan, Black Panther 3 trailer using Denzel Washington and John David Washington as T'Challa. It looks so much better than what we got in Black Panther 2. You know what? Let me say this, and I like Denzel Washington. I do. What I will say is this, is I think, this is me, I think the actors either when I say actors, I'm talking about actors that look like us. They either don't know or don't care, as in they don't think it's a big deal. As in, because I try and give folks the benefit of the doubt, but I think they put more emphasis on it for the art, so much so to the point where representation takes a backseat. Hey, I'm an actor, so I should be given the opportunity to act. You're absolutely right. I agree with that 100%. But when there are significant characters of color or characters that are you, reflections of you, that you can play a role in bringing to an audience, why are you not doing it? Why are you not even standing 10 toes down saying, no, I want to do this character? If somebody had the clout to say, I want to do Adam Bashir, it was Yahya Abdul-Mateen. He got clout. He got cachet. He ain't got to take the first character they give him. He don't. So how is it that Marvel would give you, which essentially to them is a throwaway character? Make it make sense. Let me see. Wakanda Forever merch is still on sale. It's going to stay there. BP2 didn't sell much action. No. And they knowing that they were trying to make it do what it was going to do, what they do. They gave us a brand new Okoye action figure. They gave us it wasn't even a brand new. It was the updated Shorty action figure. Then they gave you the Shorty Black Panther action figure, which, oh my God, I bought it. Then they gave you a brand new Nakia action figure, a brand new M'Baku action figure, which was needed for those because M'Baku was a build-a-figure at one point in time, no differently than Okoye, but that action figure line was, the Hatu was great. Considering we didn't even ask for that, that was outstanding. Putting the doors back out there where folks could have them, absolutely great. I don't know if I would have put another Shorty action figure out though.
What you want to eat?
Oh, it don't matter. Just like fish, chicken, hamburger, don't matter. Oh. Yeah. So when I look at an action figure wave, it's got to set some symmetry. So if I want some symmetry, all right, we did not have a Mtuma action figure, okay? So you got choices on the table. Are you going to give me a comic book version or are you going to give me the MCU version? You give me the MCU version, but the MCU version ain't hitting on nothing. So there's no reason for me to feel inclined to want to buy the wave because I'm not pressed for the bath. They gave another Everett Ross. I don't think anybody asked for another Everett Ross action figure. I don't. So they didn't even, I got the Queen Mother Ramunda, but shout out to Artman Customs. I got that because I hollered at him. But they didn't even, the movie in which Angela Bassett's character's finna take a dirt nap, that action figure ain't even released. I don't know. There were so many, as we've talked about it, in regards to what action figures they could have released. I'll probably do a video at some point in time in regards to Black Panther action figures that actually make sense to release. God knows they don't have to wait on an MCU Black Panther movie to drop a wave of Black Panther action figures. You just have to drop figures that fans would want. Man Ape, I know you don't want to call him that. Do something. There's a whole version of Man Ape over there on Disney Plus in the Avengers Assemble cartoon. They got an updated version of Man Ape. You could do that. Or you could use the version from Earth's Mightiest Heroes. They got that. I get it. We don't like that. All right. We didn't get the Dora Milaje, not the Dora Milaje. We didn't get Midnight Angel action figures, which I did not understand, because to go through so much effort to put them in the movie, but not even have the action figure, that was crazy. The Namor action figure, we actually did not need another Namor, but if you were going to put Tanaka Huerta's version of Namor out there, then you should have lied about how he looked physically. Because nobody gave you that. That's the least impressive Namor action figure I've seen, stayed right there. So I probably would have went more with comic book versions of those characters for that wave than the live action. I'd have gave you a live action Shuri as Black Panther, a live action Queen Mother Ramunda. But no, the comic book, you got another comic book version of Namor, and the bath would have been a comic book version of Mtuma, and we'd have got Namor Reader. But Mr. Ray Smith, who walked away from Black Panther? I keep forgetting the young lady's name, but there was a young lady assigned to it. She walked away because the prime demo for superhero movies are men. Black Panther 1 did stuff to appeal to black lady, didn't do nothing to attract black men, killed T'Challa and M'Baku was a job. Yep. And this is the other thing. My youngest biological daughter, she likes Winston Duke as an actor. I do too. She thinks the jovial M'Baku that we've been getting in Black Panther's movies, that's him. I said, no, that's not. That is not M'Baku. Grand Madam, regardless of how I felt about Black Panther 2, I still got a Shuri Black Panther figure, even though I prefer her comic any day. Listen, I did too, and we need that. And we need another version of this right here. And honestly, I don't like this. Like this right here. Single jointed elbows, right? Single jointed elbows. She's on the old female butt. She's on the old female butt, right? That's not bad. I got that right there. I got this. By and large, this action figure, her body sculpt is based on the Reginald Hudlin and the Jonathan Mayberry look. It's not, honestly, truth be told, we could use an updated one. But I would want it to be a Shorty 2-pack where we get her like this, do a better job with the cape. We can do a soft goods cape at this particular point in time. But I would also like to get her at, well, not that I need it because I got it, but as the griot. And don't give me that stuff where she walking around, she ain't got her griot headdress in. No, Shorty's hair is great. She is the Aja Donna. Stop doing all that nonsense. But yeah, I got it too. But yeah, nice. I'm looking at it because I'm saying to myself, you know what? Y'all messed around, and I got a black Spider Woman. And when I say black Spider Woman, I got the Jessica Drew in the black costume. I got two of them. Two of them and 4 moonstones. I can do something. Listen, I'm out. I ain't gonna talk y'all head up. I'll be back again later on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna get in, we're gonna get out. We got a great show tonight lined up and everything like that. Energetic. We're gonna have fun, kind of like what we did here today. And my brother Daryl is gonna be putting up for a deep dive on a comic book review at 9 o'clock. That said, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I dropped Absolute Batman 15, and all I can say is I wouldn't want them problems. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.